It's a little bit weirdly quiet this evening. I can hear some birds, a little bit of, I don't know, it's just quiet. It's strange. Yes, there's some sounds, but not as many as usual, it doesn't seem. Of course, now that I mention that, some sounds are starting. There is a slight breeze, but you can't really hear it. And actually, I'm looking at my yard over that direction. The leaves are blowing a lot. But right here in front of me, the leaves are not blowing at all. Or just barely. It's that time of evening when the light gets a little bit weird. I have a feeling there's some fires somewhere in the background because the sky kind of, a little bit of a yellow tinge to it. Well, you can't really see it in the video. You could see it earlier in the day, and some clouds over that direction look like they're a bit moisture laden. Tomorrow it's supposed to get up to, 98? It was only 93 today, or 94. Hot. Too hot to get out and work in the garden, that's for sure. My things in the garden are looking okay. This really tall pepper plant, I've mentioned it before. It is like strange. It is so tall. My fennel plant that's gone to seed, and some of my tomatoes are tall. But that pepper plant, even though it has not had any blooms on it, so no peppers, is very big. And I don't remember what kind of a pepper plant it is. There's another one with the same kind of leaves right over there. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. And it's short. Go figure. I just found something that I have been wondering where it was. And that is, let's see if I can, here we go. A pair of scissors. It was like, where did I put those? I couldn't find them. I need to come out here, rid this plot of some grass again. Those plots over there are fairly easy to weed the grass out, but this area probably needs more mulch. And I'm thinking about what I want to do come winter. Last winter I had this whole area right in here covered with low tunnels. And I think I may do that area right in there. And I have some kales here that I think I might consider transplanting. And then the area over by the house, I have some fall things planted in there, so I think I may cover that up with a not quite as low of a tunnel. It's weird to be thinking about fall already when it feels like summer just started. Again, interesting noises in the background. Evening in the garden. Oh, you can tell I'm walking past our apple tree. And yes, there's apples on there. I suspect, well, I wasn't very faithful at it. Came out here once and put neem oil on everything, thinking that maybe I would discourage the worms. But I wasn't consistent. I only did it the once, and I see that I am sharing with the worms. Oh However, some of them look pretty good. I've been here, those look pretty good. Another month and a half or so, those will be ready to eat. And then they're so good. I think, I'm not sure what kind of a tree this is. It might be a Gravenstein, but I'm not positive. So, I ate a plum off of the plum tree the other day. It could have been a little riper. It was tart, but I like them that way. I don't know, but that might have been. It might have been the only plum on the tree. I thought there were more, but I don't see any. This tree either has a lot or none. It's a pretty tree. I like the color of the leaves. And it's a small little plum, like a damson plum. But I don't know if that's what kind of a plum it actually is. Oh. Looking to see, I don't see any other plums. So I think that might have been the only one. There's a branch up here that's rather decorative. I'm gonna see if I can get it in my viewfinder. There it is. I think that's an interesting limb on that tree. So I'll come down here and see if I find a few ripe raspberries. Oh, a few. Not many. The season's just about gone. Oh, those are good. They've gotten awfully small. This little patch of calendula that I planted is doing nicely. And the sunflower is still small. My blackberries are coming along there. We've had some ripe ones, but we've got lots coming on. And beans aren't growing very fast. I put them over here so they could climb. Oh, I'm not showing them to you. So they could climb up the fence, but they're moving very slowly. And this little grape, I'm happy with it. It's came to life. Here's the other one I planted at the same time last year, and it's doing way good. It even has some little blossoms on it. Then I've got some squash. This grape plant is climbing along the fence nicely. Some more sunflowers. And squash and cucumber. You can tell the leaves are kind of similar, but you can tell the difference by the kind of flower that's on them. The cucumber flowers are the little flowers. And the squash flowers are the big flowers. Oh, and there's a sunflower mixed in with everything. And this grape has grapes on it. They're not quite ripe yet. back over this direction. You can tell by the light that it's approaching evening. I think it's getting close to 8 o'clock. So my garden is small. Small but mighty. I'm pleased with how many tomatoes are coming on. And some, I believe that's dinosaur kale coming on. That's some peppers. Very beautiful tomatoes. Some more in there. A beautiful sight. Our flags are at half staff in memory of those people that were killed in the shootings this weekend. I don't know what possesses people to do that. Doesn't make sense to me. All I know is people get judgmental and they want to lump all of us who love our guns in with the crazy people who do crazy things. And I don't want to get political on you, but I have some very definite ideas about guns, and I can make a general statement. I'm sure you've heard it before. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. So we need to do something in America about our frame of mind. And I think a lot of that is taught in the home. Well, I'll get off my soapbox. Kitty walking over there. What you doing, Lulu? You looking out in the garden? The other day there was a little black kitty. Came from somewhere. One of the neighbors that came up there to visit with my kitties. Hey, Button. What you doing, girlie? You're a pretty kitty. You're both pretties. Very pretty kitties. Don't know what I'd do without them. Well, it's been kind of a lazy afternoon. And tomorrow's Monday, begins a new week. Well, today began it, of course. But I did what I should do today and mostly rested, didn't do anything too terribly strenuous. Well, it was too hot to do anything much, and it will be even hotter tomorrow, as I said earlier. Summer's here. Too hot to work outside, but I have to give some of my, especially the things in pots, water in the morning so that they don't get all wilty and die on me because of the heat. And it seems to work best for, well, I give them some in the evening too, but then in the morning again, when it starts getting hot, they start drooping, and they just don't need to do that. You can tell I don't have much energy this afternoon. But I enjoy talking with y'all. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I'm Darlene from Darlene's Garden Channel here in Athena, Oregon, I can't even talk. Here in Athena, Oregon, in my yard, which I lovingly call Markward Meadows. If you go to Weather Underground, look up Corathan 3. That will be our weather feature. If you're on your phone, you can scroll down and see. We have 4 weather cameras in the yard. I think on a computer it's a little trickier to get to where the pictures are. But you can kind of see 4 views of our yard. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say so long for this evening. May the good Lord richly bless you. And I'll see you on the next video. Good night.